Anyone who has ever graduated from the School of Hard Knocks is more than familiar with the courses they teach at the University of Adversity. That's why it's so crucial to appreciate the performance of Team Canada and St. Louis Blues goaltender Jordan Binnington, who has graduated with honors after the Four Nations face-off. Our focus from the Ice District in Edmonton on Leaders and Legends. Even before the Four Nations face-off, there was a lot of skeptics. Hey, Canada was in a goalie crisis. The so-called experts were wondering, well, where is the Jacques Plante, the Ken Dryden, the Patrick Waugh, Marty Brodeur, Roberto Luongo? Canada was deemed to have the weakest goaltending unit in the tournament. In fact, highly respected publications like The Athletic labeled Jordan Binnington as an underwhelming choice because others thought that, hey, Canada left its best goalies behind, guys like Logan Thompson, Darcy Kemper, Mackenzie Blackwood. 9 seconds into that first game with Team USA, it's a scene right out of Slapshot, old-time hockey. What in the name of Reggie Dunlop, Gordie Howe, Wayne Gretzky, and Eddie Shore is going on here? And as it turns out, Team USA wins. Jordan Binnington let in a bit of a softie, and through the tournament, there's a few he'd like to have back, and then the noise gets louder on social media. Fans are weighing in with their opinions, as they will do. They're saying things like, if Binnington starts again, I don't think we've got a chance. Send Binnington to Mars. Start Aiden Hill. Keep Binnington on a short leash. You cannot put Binnington back in the net. And all of this controversy happening against the backdrop of unprecedented geopolitical tension. Talk of tariffs, trade wars, Canada being the 51st state. So how did Jordan Binnington go from being Canada's biggest question mark to becoming Canada's biggest exclamation point? Well, part of that can be understood by the coaching relationship Jordan enjoys with David Alexander, his goaltending coach in St. Louis and with Team Canada. And a number of months ago, we had a chance to sit down with David and talk about how they use any setback as a springboard.
When things are going really well, if you're going to be a champion corporate athlete or an athlete, you know, you got to say, all right, I'm in a sweet spot here, and you need to recognize that. How do I push? How, or what am I doing that is working, you know, to help me get to this spot? So they're really honing in those moments. They don't take the foot off the gas. They challenge themselves in certain ways. And when times are tough, Brian Hamilton, sports psychologist for the Lightning and a UMB prof, always says you have to lean in. Like, you find it, and physically, like, lean into challenge, you know. And so I think those are super important lessons, kind of merging a few, you know, resources I've stumbled across.
So through all the ups and downs, you can see why David Alexander and Team Canada head coach John Cooper stuck with Jordan Binnington throughout the entire tournament. And from a pure goaltending perspective, some pundits are saying, well, this compares favorably to what Mike Vernon did in the 1989 Stanley Cup playoffs against Vancouver in Game 7 in overtime when he robbed Tony Tanti, Petri Skriko, and Stan Smeal. Others, like Ken Reid of Sportsnet, have said that Binnington's performance reminds him of Grant Fuhr, the Oiler great, who, once the decision was made, nothing else was going by. You might say that Jordan Binnington channeled his inner Grant Fuhr. In 8 minutes and 18 seconds of heart-racing sudden death overtime, Jordan Binnington of Team Canada reminds each and every one of us that there's always going to be hardships, setbacks, obstacles, dark moments. But that's what's necessary for personal progress and team greatness. Darkness produced the lamp. Fog created the compass. And have you ever noticed that once the storm is over, you really have no idea like how you made it through. But when you come out of the storm, you can be sure you're never the same person who walked in. From the Ice District in Edmonton, thanks as always for watching Leaders and Legends, where you never know who you're going to meet or what you'll discover.